Today I want to talk to you about the moment before.
Every moment is a teachable moment.
In acting, we talk about something called the moment before, which is what happens the moment before you come onto the scene and start your dialogue. Essentially, in voice acting, we want to also establish what your moment before is. Why? Because once we hit word number one, we want to make sure that we sound like we have a purpose and that we are engaged with our listener. That moment before becomes really important because it allows us to lead into the storyline or lead into the first sentence and really come through as if we have a purpose for our voiceover and purpose for our storytelling. With the moment before, sometimes it's really difficult to figure out what is the moment before. You can think about who you are, who you're talking to, the scene, where are you, what's the setting like, and what are you responding to, right? Because acting is reacting. And so you want to make sure that you're reacting to that moment before. And so that moment before should probably have a series of events that exist and not maybe just a quick event like, oh, my friend said to me, hey, what's this company all about? And then you respond. I want you to have more of a storyline than that, because a lot of times when you actually take a look at the entire script, there is a story to it. What may seem appropriate for the first line, right, responding to your moment before, doesn't make sense when you're responding to them in the middle of the script, because maybe the scene changed, maybe your events changed, maybe your emotion or your point of view changes, and so therefore your moment before changes. And so that moment before really happens multiple times within your script. Check out that script, really understand what's going on in that script, and a lot of times it's up to us as actors to actually devise that scene, to devise the storyline and what's happening, because it may not be completely obvious through the script itself. And so therefore, you're going to have to create those events, create that act, create that scene as it goes along throughout the script. And this is very, very important when we're talking about long format narration, and that includes corporate scripts, explainer scripts. Now, a lot of times explainer scripts are a little more obvious. There's an obvious storyline to it, but sometimes corporate scripts, sometimes even commercial scripts, right? We read them and we're like, I don't even know what this is about. And so that's when it becomes super important for you to really develop that story and to understand what your moment before is at every single sentence, really. How is that story developing and how are you reacting? What is your point of view? And one of the most important things you can do with that moment before is to understand what's happening so that you can react to it and put that point of view, that emotional impact into the sentence, because that's what makes your story come alive. That's what makes you really unique. The moment before is important, not just at the beginning of the script, but between every set of periods, between every sentence or every couple of sentences, because you are constantly evolving, and that storyline and that point of view, that emotion, that give and take of the storyline can really develop in a beautiful way if you can understand and establish that moment before. For more performance tips, make sure to check out my videos here. Thanks so much for watching, guys. I'll see you next time.